there. So it sounds like you're really trying to up your lead generation game, huh? Ditch the data headaches, all that. You want a system that helps you connect with the right people.
Exactly. Not just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah, like you've been saying, you're done with the spray and pray
Oh,
approach.
totally. It's all about quality over quantity now.
And that's where our deep dive into LeadsProMax.ai comes in, right?
Let's get into it.
From combing through their marketing materials, pricing, user testimonials, it seems like they're trying to address those exact pain points.
Yeah, they're really pushing this idea of being a one-stop shop for all things lead gen.
One-stop shop. I like that. So
Yeah.
real-time data seems to be a big focus for them.
Huge. They know people are struggling with outdated lists,
Yeah.
so they're really hammering home that real-time aspect.
Makes sense. Nobody wants to waste time chasing bad leads. Which reminds me, they have this AI-powered search, right? Search by person, company, or even just a domain name.
Which you said is a lifesaver when all you have is a company website to go on.
Exactly. So even if I don't know who to contact, I can just plug in the domain and see what I find.
Precisely. And then, for those times when you really need to dig deep, they have this deep dive feature. It's all about uncovering those extra details about a person.
Ooh, sounds intriguing. Like having a little research assistant, huh?
Exactly. Like, let's say you're trying to figure out the best person to contact at a company. This could help you figure out who the key decision makers are.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, but finding the right people is only half the battle, am I right?
You hit the nail on the head.
You need their contact information.
And it has to be accurate.
Bingo. LeadsProMax.ai seem to get that. Data enrichment is like a core part of their whole platform.
Yeah, and they keep circling back to that real-time data. They're really emphasizing that point, especially when compared to some competitors who might be using older databases.
Yeah, I can see why they'd want to highlight that.
Yeah.
Getting a reply to address not found is the worst feeling.
The ultimate momentum killer.
For real. Speaking of accuracy, though, how do we know their data is as good as they say it is?
The million-dollar question. It's tricky because while they're confident in their data's depth, they don't actually guarantee they'll find information for every single company.
So it's probably smart to
Do your due diligence.
Yeah, exactly. Don't throw all caution to the wind just because it's a shiny new tool.
Definitely not. But remember how you said you were drowning in crafting personalized messages? Well, this is where things get kind of cool.
Oh. Tell me more.
They have this AI assistant that can help you craft personalized messages, summaries, intros, even subject lines.
Okay, now we're talking. My time is valuable, and if this thing can write my emails for me...
Well, not exactly for you, but it can definitely help you be more efficient.
I'm listening.
It's all about training the AI on your business and your ideal customer profile.
So it's not just spitting out generic templates. It's actually learning how to communicate with my specific audience.
That's the idea, at least.
Oh, that's what I call strategic AI. But all this AI magic probably means a hefty price tag, right?
Well, they do have a credit system, which might take a minute to wrap your head around. Essentially, you're buying credits, and each credit represents a search action.
Interesting. So a more targeted search will cost you more credits than a basic search, right? Like finding a company with all their verified emails will be more expensive than just getting their basic company info.
Exactly.
Makes sense. More value, higher costs. And you'd mentioned that you sometimes don't use all your credits with other tools.
Oh, yeah, that use it or lose it pressure drives me nuts.
Same here. But with LeadsProMax.ai, your credits actually roll over every month for up to a whole year.
No more last-minute scrambling to use those credits before they vanish.
I do appreciate that. It sounds like they're really trying to make lead generation more efficient and transparent, you know?
Definitely. It's not about tricking you into spending more. It's about giving you the tools and the flexibility to find the leads that matter most.
I can get behind that. But of course, the real test is what actual users have to say about it, right? Testimonials are great and all, but...
We got to look beyond the marketing gloss.
Exactly. Let's see if those glowing reviews hold up under closer examination. So let's talk about those user experiences for a sec. You know, we always like to see what people are actually saying, not just what's in the fancy marketing brochures.
Right. Got to cut through the noise.
Exactly. What's the consensus? Are people actually ditching their spreadsheets for LeadsProMax.ai?
Well, a lot of the reviews mentioned saving time, which you said was a huge priority.
For sure. Time is money, as they say.
Exactly. And they rave about getting rid of those outdated lists. LeadsProMax.ai seems to be pretty popular with people who are tired of manually updating everything.
Okay, so it's user-friendly and saves time. But you mentioned something earlier about using a CRM. How does LeadsProMax.ai play with other tools? Integrations are key for any new system, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. You don't want a tool that creates more silos. From what I've seen, they've made integrations a big priority. They talk about seamless integration with existing CRMs and workflows. No more clunky workarounds.
Music to my ears. I'm so over wrestling with CSV
That
files.
sounds like you're not alone. But let's bring it back to you for a second. How would all this actually work in your day-to-day? Let's say you're using LeadsProMax.ai. What does that look like?
Well, ideally, it's a lot less chaotic than my current situation, right?
Right, instead of juggling a million tabs and spreadsheets.
Oh, don't remind me.
You have this single streamlined view of your ideal prospects, complete with accurate contact information. No more detective work, just boom, here's who you need to talk to.
Okay, I like where this is going. So, more time for actual outreach and relationship building, less time on tedious admin work.
Exactly. Remember, they also have that deep dive feature.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were talking about that earlier. For when you need that extra level of detail.
Right, so you're not just sending generic messages. You're like armed with those specific details about a person's background, maybe their interests, that kind of thing.
The stuff that really personalizes your outreach.
And that's where defining your ideal customer profile really comes in handy.
Ah, right, because you can essentially train the AI to find more people like that, right?
Exactly. You're giving it the roadmap to your perfect customer.
Hmm.
And the AI can then use that information to fine-tune its searches, craft more personalized messages, that kind of thing.
It's like you said earlier, it's about working smarter, not harder. And this deep dive sounds like a pretty powerful tool.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you're someone who really values personalized outreach.
Mhm.
It's not about replacing your gut instinct, but more like
Enhancing it.
exactly. It's like having an AI assistant who knows exactly what you're looking for.
And with LeadsProMax.ai taking care of some of the heavy lifting, like finding those qualified leads and helping to personalize your outreach, what could you achieve with all that extra time?
Well, I imagine you could really focus on those high-level strategies you talked about.
Right, less doing and more thinking about how to really grow my business.
And ultimately, it's about building those genuine, lasting relationships that really move the needle.
Totally, because anyone can send a cold email, but it's those authentic connections that really make a difference.
100%. That's where the magic happens.
But, and you know there's always a but, right?
Right. There's no magic solution.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this deep dive on LeadsProMax.ai, what are your final thoughts?
Well, we've looked at your goals, your concerns about lead generation, how you like to work, and we've seen what LeadsProMax.ai offers, how it measures up to what users are actually saying about it.
Right. It's about putting all the pieces together and seeing if it's the right fit. You're always talking about wanting to spend less time on the nitty-gritty and more time on strategy and building those key relationships.
Absolutely. Those are the things that really get me fired up.
So could LeadsProMax.ai be the tool that frees up your time for that?
It could be. It seems like they're on the right track, especially with their focus on accuracy and personalized outreach. But at the end of the day,
It's got to feel right for you.
exactly, all the tech in the world can't replace that gut feeling.
So true, because even with the most amazing AI and real-time data,
It's still that human touch that really seals the deal.
100%. So as you explore LeadsProMax.ai further, here's something to think about. Imagine having a pipeline full of not just more leads, but better leads.
The kind of people you actually want to work with.
Exactly. People who are aligned with your vision, who energize you. What would that kind of growth mean for your business, for you personally?
Now, that's exciting to think about.
It really is. And that's what we're all about here at The Deep Dive, helping you cut through the noise and figure out what works best for you.
So go out there and make those connections.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Until next time, happy connecting.